So how do you all like being used by the universe for goodness? I got a comment about expectations and wanting to feel into that. And when ideas pop in your head for questions, it benefits everybody. So this is a lot of fun. And I read it a way to like let go of expectations and then just filed it away, which is what I do with, all right, let me know. I don't think about it. I don't use the mind to think about it because the mind is for processing and for doing things like figuring out how to film a video. And when you are using your connection to source to and through you, your mind is kind of just a tool being used. And you are not needing so much to think and figure things out. So the same thing with my day. I'll say, these are all the things I need to do, like show me the best way and it will work out. So all of your answers are within. All of the wisdom that you ever could need and seek, everything you ever need is within. And you just ask and it is given. You receive it. And so before everybody is plugged in, you can hear it from others and things like that. And nothing external to you will ever replace that deep inside. Inside is where it's at. That's all it can ever be. But before we click in, which what we were all powerfully made to do this, we love each other and we act like little bridges. And so that's what this video is. I'm just gonna my dinner came, I ordered dinner last night and I was just started eating it. And then all of a sudden I had to set it down because the thoughts were coming and I just wanted to like receive them and sit with them. So I'll point to some things that came up. It feels like the question is pulling it out of me. Like, have you ever walked up to somebody and all of a sudden you have this urge to tell them about something, and then as you're telling them, they're like, oh my gosh, me too. There's frequency matches. So this is what is coming. So this is what I'm going to share. And sometimes it's not specifically exactly what you were looking for, but there'll be other people watching this and this part of it will be what they needed. And like, it's all just like this beautiful gift. So the fun for you as the other end of this conversation is to explore your way there and feel your way there more deeply. And all of these little pieces are like little bridges there towards it. So nothing is outside of you. Everything you ever need is within. I'm just right now getting to hear it and know it and then sharing it. But your communion intimately is where it feels like you're headed since you are here and you're asking. So that's something exciting to think about. So I'll leave that part there. But some food for thought that felt might satisfy your meditations or contemplations is there's a few fun paths to follow about expectations. I literally could talk for like an hour about all different aspects of this all the way around it, but I'm just going to pick a few that I'll mention and then go into each for a bit. So one thing that comes up is, and I don't know the full intention behind it. It's like a general statement. So I'm going to make some assumptions and then we'll feel our way there. So letting go of expectations implies that, to me, that something happening is being made wrong because I had an expectation and this isn't it. But anything you're receiving in life, in your reality, is a match. That's it. So you don't need to make it wrong. Ultimately, and this is later in some practices, earlier in others, it lands where it is. If anything doesn't resonate or doesn't make sense, you're not doing anything wrong. Just drop it. It's not meant for you right now. And if you come back and watch this video later and it resonates, then it's the right time. But I invite everybody to consider looking at what you're receiving kind of from that neutral witnessing state. And okay, like the innocence of it. This is just what is a match. So what are my beliefs? What are my thoughts? Because what you think is what you're going to see. So some part of you knew that this was going to happen. what parts of you? So you can take this in a step further and look to release it, release the things not serving you. And then from that witness, this is where we create. We remove the resistance and we create what we do want. And we focus our superpower on that. And I would say in some aspects, your loose expectations, because source always delivers it. God always delivers it better than you could ever imagine, because our mindset is so limited and source is completely unlimited, expansive. It can come in 1,000 million billion ways to you, that thing that you desire. And it's about knowing why and the feeling and getting there, and then knowing it's coming and expecting it. It's about expecting it. I expect all sorts of amazing things and I live them. I used to expect all sorts of things I didn't want and I lived them. So that is a part fun of it. So another thing is to look at your programming. What is it that you're even expecting? Is it you? Or is it your programming? Is it your beliefs in society? Is it movies you've seen and things your peers have done or things your siblings have done and things that you think, this is what success looks like, this is how I have to do it? So the weight in each of these is a huge aspect for you. So you'll have to feel into it and feel what's right. But when we have expectations, are they your expectations truly? Have they come through the whispers from the soul, like deep stillness and meditation, or are they just what's expected and what you see as an observer trying to duplicate instead of creating what you actually want? So this is another really fun area to explore, and that comes with more, your impacted life and loosening it and having more stillness and more space. And in the meditation and in auditing what's around you, and removing things that you see that are not you, you make room to see these authentic gems and diamonds shining within you, these gifts and talents you have. And when we get into alignment with that, because my earlier unconscious life, there were all sorts of things I wanted that I don't want it all now. And that's normal, to be always evolving and changing. But the things that I wanted weren't in alignment with who I truly am now. So now that I've removed and woken up and polishing my diamonds and my rubies and stepping into my voice and the things that are me and following that, hell yes, towards things that feel good, my expectations of the things that I want and I desire are different, but they feel more in alignment, and I can hear now the whispers. And so it's like this really amazing water park, instead of settling for this place that I was driving and it was on the side of the road and I was like, all right, well, this must be it. Instead, I've created this experience. So feel into that, look into that. Where's your focus? Are you observing your reality and reacting, or are you witnessing it from that seat we talked about and realizing it's a match, letting go of judgment of others, of you, of the whole situation, letting go of the parts of it, the stories that are deeply ingrained and limiting. And then as that witness, creating, you've had this experience and now because of it, this deepening of love and what you do want. So this is all beautiful part of your journey. It's never wrong. It's always perfect, just what you need. So another trick, another layer to look at this, if you're really trying to get introspectively to expectations and beliefs of all of that, is looking at how you view the world. Because we know the world is a reflection, how you see it and you view it. And that reflection is a shortcut to your beliefs inside. It's a reflection of your inner world. You can't see anything differently here. You can't force against it, push against it. The more you are in opposition, resisting, the more you're getting more of that. You change it within, in that deep place of stillness, of finding what you really want and then lining up with it with your thoughts. So what you think is what you experience. So why is what you're experiencing not aligned with your expectations? That's ultimately it. You have expectations, but you have code and program running saying that this is what you know is going to happen subconsciously, because that's what you're experiencing. So why is that different than what you expect? And then finding the beliefs around that and around goodness or around what life needs to be like. So this is playful and fun, and you just play your way there. You're not getting it wrong. Everything is perfect. So I will say we can let go of expectations because we have to let go of them, of what is, and giving away what you see, because it's an old manifestation. Everything around you is an old frequency coming to be, because in faith we know as we let go that what's coming is better, and we move through that knowing in faith. And so those are all many different layers and aspects of this, and the reason why I danced around it so much is for you to find what resonates with you and kind of take that little bridge in and then just follow your path, because we're all essentially climbing like the same mountains, but the paths are all different. And some people can say, oh, I took this one, it's really great, and kind of describe it, but it's up to you to explore it and find it. And if you know that your expectations are going to fall short of the experience, they will. And when you know your frequency and you trust with faith, and you can observe the ripples, the reality around you, and then adjust and create from there, then you hear and you follow and you're living the expectations you have. You are a powerful being, and your thoughts and your intentions and your beliefs are powerful. And what programs you have running are innocent. They're just for you to observe and then see what serves you and see what doesn't. And then I invite you to sit in meditation and adjust those beliefs. Dr. Dispenza, Joe Dispenza, has amazing meditations on changing beliefs, and he takes you deep, and then you're in space and you're just nowhere, and you could have not a care in the world. And then from there, he'll invite you to, what is that old belief, and bring it up, and you're pulling it up in the subconscious. And what is it that you want to believe? And you can let that go and then reinforce the new one from that deep, peaceful state of mind, and have somebody guiding you at a lot of points. That's really helpful. So there's no wrong way. You just feel your way there. And I invite you to listen to this video again, because there was a lot of big things in like cute little packages, and you can play with them and see where they lead. But ultimately, you are a unique, one-of-a-kind, brilliant, beautiful genius. And this is your reality, your game, your time in this avatar, in this lifetime here. Billions of people, and only one person with your name, your birthday, that time, that snapshot of the night sky on you. God is flowing to and through you in this beautiful, one-of-a-kind creation. And you have gifts and talents and gems and diamonds to shine. And so start releasing what's not serving you and finding those, and start getting into meditation, because that is letting go of this monkey mind, this putting the mind in overdrive thinking and spinning its wheels trying to solve something. And when you get in meditation, you kind of take it out of the driver's seat lovingly with your little kid gloves, and you set it down in like the lower half of the body, and you let the big boys come in. You let the flow come. And the quieter you get in stillness, the louder the whispers are, but they are always there. It's part of being a human. The golden light is shining on you, and you are getting everything you need at all times. But we get too busy and caught up in like the minutia sometimes to even hear it. So it's just like this little quietness. So in stillness, you can begin to hear it. But those are some ways to point you there. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend and a beautiful day. And I hope that danced around what you were looking for, because that's what I felt coming. So it's for you. Enjoy your day. Thank you for being here. Remember to follow that intuition, follow that guidance wherever it leads. Leave a comment if you feel so inspired and had any thoughts to share your beautiful genius with other people. Because when you create and put things into the world through comments or love or thinking to call somebody, whatever you do, it gets where it needs to go, and it creates that ripple effect. So go and do it and be your beautiful, unique, only one of you that there exists in the world out of billions of people. Have an amazing day.